celebration play out in countless schools. Let's bring out our special guest all the way from the African continent, here to help us celebrate more than $10 million in donations. And here he is, tonight's last word guest. Please be welcome, sir, and sit down.
Thank you very much for coming. So great that you're here. You know, there'd be nothing. Absolutely. Where are you stationed now? You're not in Malawi.
Okay, before we let Lawrence talk, it's my honor to introduce to the Last Word audience Victor Chinyama from UNICEF. Victor, thank you for being here.
My pleasure to be here.
Congratulations.
There would be nothing without Victor. Nothing. I was in Malawi for days, and I found no way to have any desks made at all. Victor took me to this place, what was then a little hardware store. And in the back room, the Motion who was running that place had one desk and one teacher's desk. And I said to him, could you make me 30 of those? It was Wednesday afternoon. Could you make them by Friday for delivery? And he could. And also, the girls' scholarship idea was Victor's idea. It was his idea. When we came back to do more, when my daughter came, you sat us down and said, you know, it's time to think about how you might want to expand. I could go on and on.
Yeah.
We would have nothing. It's all Victor.
Well, Victor, I would love for you to explain to those at home who haven't been following this, and of course this audience has been following it so closely thanks to Lawrence. Explain why it is that people need to donate to get desks and also to get scholarships for girls in Malawi.
Well, it all started with an email, you know, and then we had our first meeting with Lawrence, and we tried to explain what the situation was in Malawi. Essentially, you had, you know, UNICEF constructing schools, but we're not putting, we were buying desks, but they were not enough, you know, and so we said to him, look, we've got these schools that we're constructing, and then we've got many other schools that are in a deplorable condition. And so we said, would you like to see both schools? And so we went, you know, to a school that had a good classroom structure, but kids were sitting on the floor. And then we went to another school where the roof had been blown off and there was no concrete on the floor. Kids were sitting on the ground in the classroom, and they were also sitting under a tree.
And school isn't even free. School is not free like
it's not.
School.
Primary school, you have to pay. You know, the 8 years of primary school, you have to pay. And so what happens essentially is kids enroll, and by the time they reach standard 8, which is like 8th grade, you know, only 1 out of 4 who actually reach. So they drop out for many reasons, but even worse, very few actually go on to secondary school. And it's a secondary school that you find, you know, they have to dig into their pockets to pay for school fees and so on. So, you know, the challenges are completely huge, you know, and we understood very clearly that the desks were going to mean a lot to the kids. You cannot travel through Malawi, go from school to school and not see kids sitting under a tree, leaning under a tree, you know, sitting on the floor. And they have to jump over incredible odds in order to, but you know what? They get up every morning, every Monday through Friday. They're up, they're going to school. They
walk miles, many of them.
Absolutely, you know, 8 kilometers without shoes, you know, and sit in a classroom of about 100 other kids. So it's huge challenges.
Indeed.
And I know that telling you, I would have accomplished nothing without Victor. Absolutely nothing. It was his guidance. Got this whole thing started in the right way. I had bad ideas about how to do this. He had the right ideas. And the Girls Scholarship Program was absolutely his idea.
But it all incredibly came together, you know, because we up to that point, UNICEF had been buying desks, but it wasn't the numbers that we needed. And so when Lawrence comes and says, look, you know, we can equip these schools with desks.
Thanks to this audience.
We spoke to government officials, and they said this is the largest procurement we've ever done of desks.
And I have to say that Lawrence, you know, you're not a guy who focuses a lot on yourself, but you inspired so many people, my family included, to get involved. So thank you so much. And congratulations, Victor.
And I'm here to say thank you to Lawrence, for MSNBC and his viewers for their generosity.
All right, well, thank you. $10 million, Victor Chinyama, Lawrence O'Donnell. Congratulations. Chris Hayes is up next.